You're watching their tape. What really stands out to you about their defense and the difficulties you'll have against it?
Yeah, they're as good as everyone in the league, and as anyone in the league. Really the top defense in almost every category, and so they're really good. They create a ton of turnovers, stop the run, stop the pass. They've done a great job.
Do they mix their scheme and do different things with personnel, maybe more so, multiple looks than a lot of defenses you face?
Certainly, they have a lot of guys who can do a lot of different things, and so they got a lot of talent over there. They got some really talented players, guys that can rush, that can still cover, that can cover all over the back end, different positions from inside to outside, and they do a really good job.
What's the toughest part about playing against Gilmore and the McCourties?
I think just really smart players. They're obviously really talented, but they seem like really smart guys who have a really good understanding of the offense.
Do teams can you sometimes overthink it when you're playing this team and try and get away from what you're doing or try and do too much because you're anticipating some things that they may try to do to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think you just go through the process the same way. Obviously, recognize there's things, there's a lot of different ways this thing can go, and recognize that and prepare hopefully the right way. And if you have to make adjustments, you make adjustments, and you keep moving along.
When Belichick says such good things about your offense and all the weapons and what you guys have been able to do you think he's trying to get in,
Yeah, I mean,
not I want to say fake praise, but try to get you thinking a little.
No, I mean, I don't know. I think we've been able to do some good things, but they're as good as there is. They're basically number one in just about every important category, it seems like, and so they're doing a really good job.
I know Dak's not a rookie, but it's his first time going against Belichick. How do you prepare a quarterback to go against someone like that?
Kind of the same way we've done it each week. You kind of go through the same routine, prepare that way, and hopefully it's the right approach.
Do you feel more personally challenged to find something that works going up against somebody who's so good at finding things to stop what works?
Again, I think it's kind of the same process. I don't think it really, I think they're really talented. You recognize, they have a lot of versatility in their defense, so you got to recognize that they have the ability, like they have throughout the run that they've had up there. They can do a lot of different things. They can present the defense in a different way each and every week, and so you got to prepare for all those different things, but hopefully go through the process the right way.
Emphasize ball protection even more just because they are so good at turning the ball over.
Yeah, they're really good at. Certainly something you got to recognize, and they're creating them at a high rate. I don't know if it's ever been done at that rate. They're doing a really good job, and certainly that's having a huge impact on these games for them.
Randall said this is a game where it's about who can mentally break first, and that's what they're trying to do to you. How do you guard against that, and how do you prepare for that element in addition to all the schemes around?
Yeah, I think just hone in on your assignments and execute, and you just got to execute play after play, and they're not going to give you anything easy. They're going to make you earn it, and so you got to be prepared that way.
For Dak, is it, obviously they're good at disguising and changing and all of this stuff, and for him, does he have to just be patient and know what he's saying?
Yeah, just read it out just like you always have. Go through the process the right way. Sometimes don't overthink it. Trust what you see and play ball.
How's he done that this year? I mean, clearly the last couple of games he's been outstanding. But
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I think he's doing a great job. Probably our numbers prove it. He's not really honing in on guys. Goes through progressions, finds the open guy, and whoever it is, we're throwing the rock to that person.
Does the pressure when you're going up against a Tom Brady offense go up for you guys to capitalize on every single possession?
I think you kind of hone in on our side for the most part. Recognize our defense has a challenge. Like every week, it's the NFL. There's going to be good guys on the other side. They're going to make plays. They're going to have some success, and hopefully, you find a way to have just a little bit more success than that.
The Patriots have done such a good job historically of being successful in taking away top playmakers on the other side. How important are those secondary guys in a situation like this?
Yeah, potentially. Certainly there's value to, that's why we feel really good about Randall and Michael and, Whit, Blake, all those different guys, assuming, if everyone's talking about Amari, and there's a lot of other guys that we feel great about.
You talked after the Lions game about the run game and that you need to look at things and do things maybe differently or add different things. What have you come up with the last couple of weeks? Not asking for your game plan.
Yeah.
But what do you put on the last couple of weeks?
I think we just got to go through the process and clean some things up, and then make sure we're doing the best thing possible. And it's a little bit of everything. we can call it better. Certainly, I can help that process out, and I think it'll be a good process to go through, and hopefully we can find ourselves in the right place.
I mean, we spent a lot of time talking about the superlatives of the Patriots defense, and deservedly so. They're number one in everything, but you got a lot of superlatives on your side. Your quarterback is number one. Your offense is number one. Your third down conversion rate is right now the best in NFL history. Do you look at that and say, that's why it's about us, and we do what we need to do?
Yeah, I think you can't get too wrapped up into, get too obsessed with who you're playing each week. Every week has its challenges and it's different people, different personnel, different difficulties. You go through the process the same way, and make sure we're prepared, with what we're trying, our approach is, and hopefully that works out pretty well.
Does it
Does
it make it even more fun for you though that you're like, okay, I've got this top offense now, I can see how it pairs up with the top defense?
Yeah, I mean, certainly we recognize it's going to be a big challenge. They're really good. They've been really good for a long, long time, and recognize we're going to hopefully prepare the right way. Recognize you may have to make a few adjustments as it goes, and that's probably the fun part of this whole deal.
With your proficiency in the pass game and the level Dak's playing now, have you seen defenses start to adapt to that and try to take away things or try to do different things than what they had done earlier this season?
Every week's different. Every defense has kind of their philosophy and approach, and every week kind of seems to have its own flavor. And certainly we feel good about where we are throwing the ball, and we feel good around the ball. We, certainly both sides of it can get a little bit better, and we'll just see how this game takes us. Whether we're throwing it, running it, it doesn't really matter as long as we're approaching it probably the best way we think to win the game. We'll take it that route.
Dak has been playing pretty well all season. Certainly, the first game, they had that great quarterback rating, but do you see him seeing things the best right now? Is he in the zone right now, the way he's played the last couple of games?
Yeah, I think he's just comfortable, confident. He sees what he sees, and he lets it rip. It's that simple.
They heavily use linebackers against the pass. What challenges does that core present?
Yeah, a lot of versatile guys that can rush and cover. And so you just, first with communication, making sure okay, recognize who's the rushers, who's the cover guys, make sure everyone's on the same page with that. And then obviously they're really talented. So, they're really good. Yeah, Tony's done an awesome job. Keeping him in the running back position, certainly he's done a great job there. And then hopefully as this thing continues to go, just keep pulling different pieces where he can kind of do some different stuff, play out at receiver and different things like that, and he's done an awesome job.
Your guys have been very vocal at the line of scrimmage. One play that stands out is the 49-yarder to Randall. Randall's clapping beforehand to get Dak's attention. How do you go about encouraging them to be letting each other know when they see coverages?
I think it's just good communication. Guys just, when all 11 are on the same page, usually good things happen. And that's kind of our approach, and they've done a great job of communicating, and usually good things happen when they're ready.
You were playing here in 2015. I remember Jason really embraced the nameless, faceless opponent.
Yeah.
You guys had that mannequin outside.
Yeah, the mannequin. Oh, yeah.
Is it similar this week, you guys?
Yeah. I think it's the same approach every week. Recognize the challenges and difficulties every defense poses against us. Certainly this one's as good as any, and we'll see where it takes us.
Thank you.
So you didn't get